Okay, now the completed head and neck on the dragon costume. Hope to be able to turn my head left, turn my head right, lean my head forward. See, I added some fun foam in there for the tongue, just hot glued that into place. And the outer fabric sock is holding on all right. Needs to get attached to the rest of the costume. And there you have it. I'll put this video here at the beginning and the end of the whole series, because it's been a lot of talk, a lot of work on these details here. Alright, next on to the wings. On this head mechanism, I want little bumpers over here so my forehead can push on the contraption that causes the jaw to move and the eyes to move. And I want my forehead, with the helmet I'm wearing, to be able to hit a couple of bumpers to be able to make the entire head, if you can see it while I'm, to make the entire head move. So, got this little trick here. Okay, you can see the number 10 machine screw. I'm going to put it tightened up in there so that there's no head on the inside, even though I'm planning on wearing a helmet. So I've taken my little wrench, a little bit of duct tape, and I can place this in here, and with a screwdriver get it tightened up in there, so and make a otherwise unmanufacturable assembly. Just a trick I'd like to pass along. And there, after I got the screw started, got the nut started on the screw over there, I can take off the masking tape and proceed on like that. And there you have it. So notice I had to switch to this end so that I could hold onto the nut and still be able to pull it out. Didn't want to use this end because the see how the threads come all the way up there? It caught my tool there. Alright, let's do the other side too. Okay, let's fix up the face on this dragon over here. Like I say, I already showed you the mechanism for the turning head and for the jaw and eyes. That it's just one wire going through a hole. Got some foam core poster board following the wire, giving sort of a jaw underneath there, and the same wire comes up the other side here. So with one string on the back of the jaw, then I pull that string and it causes the whole thing to move. So then I got some of this wire mesh, a big roll of it from my local hobby store, and coated that into the face and the eyes and the eyebrows over here. And then covering the wire mesh sculpture that I made with good old plaster of Paris gave me this mold here, which is good and solid. I could fit that in and then do my coloring on top of it, but that is basically a kind of rock, and with the eyes and the eyebrows would be awfully heavy on the end of that. So what I can do to lighten it up, I take some ordinary plastic wrap, cover it over, and any available tape. I used packing tape this time since it might take adhesive better than duct tape does. I laid the plastic wrap down on top of the plaster of Paris and then put about 3 layers of tape. Did a little sculpting for, if you can see that, for nostrils on the dragon. And same thing with the eyebrows here. And when they pop off, instead of having a couple of pieces of plaster Paris heavy rock, I've got the same shape in tape. Not as strong, but it stands up under its own weight plus a little bit more. So if I put this on the mechanism and then cover it with the red fabric, I should be good for a face. So my simple plastic mold fits in here. Make sure the eyelids can close with it in place. And then, let's see, the eyelids go like that and get taped onto that wire there. And then I can cover it with a fabric layer. Oh, of course, the tops of my 2-liter bottle, I can take, spray the inside with silver spray paint, and then glue that in place over here. And let's see what the eyes and eyelids and nostrils look like when I get it all taped into place here. And it's starting to shape up. So, of course, we still need teeth. We need the jaw on the bottom, and we need a good couple of horns that will be in the background here, stationary, while the eyelids are moving. And let's see, did I ever show you up under here? Yeah. Just a little spring screwed in underneath there to pull the jaw forward. Okay. Starting to take shape. Okay, same deal. 2-liter bottle. Copper spray paint on the inside. And I'm going to try and turn these into dragon horns, wrapping clear tape around them. Let's see how they turn out. And here's what they look like taped up. So I just ran a wire over the back of the skull over here, so some fabric can run from here to the eyelids, which move, and the extra slack will be up in here. I'll take down these horns in position here, and I tried to be careful to make sure that this wire doesn't get caught up into any of the moving mechanism. I have to take these both the horns, and right now they just sit inside of sit on a wire. Okay, and a little black dip-it paint rubber coating to get the shadows for the nostrils. And let's add some fabric on this. And here I am in the process of gluing on the red fabric. And my honey reminded me about the protective padding. I've added some weather stripping on the underside of the middle shoulder straps over here, and some ordinary foam core poster board will cover up those screw heads. All I have to do is press the foam core poster board down on top of the screw heads and they leave marks, and then with an X-Acto knife I can cut out the exact positions where the holes need to be. And then some spray adhesive, same type I'm using to attach the fabric. We'll then spray down that padding. A couple of strokes of the clear tape, and we'll make it sweat resistant too. Okay, in the next step, I took some measurements as to where the corners were and how long the jaw is for my upper and lower teeth. I'm using foam core poster board, and as you see, I can cut out little strips which allow you to bend it up. And then I can hot glue that into position in the jaw. So I'll have to take a look, see how easy it is to tear up while you're doing it. I'll see if I can glue that down, spray paint all of this white again, and then put it in place. Another option, people like the looks of when I use one of these types of clay, Fluffy by the makers of Sculpey. This is a very lightweight clay that you can mold into teeth and then bake in your oven until and make it a hard clay, and that makes a good look. So I might try that, or first off I'll try seeing if I can improve the appearance of these and use those. So let's see what I come up with. Okay, now I have my protective padding installed and a layer of tape on it. I have the fabric on the dragon's face, at least. And at the pull of the string, it changes expression. I decided to add pupils to the eyes, so thinking it gives them sort of an oriental look, maybe. Okay, and as we've seen, the cardboard teeth, I had some masking tape that was sort of bone color, so his teeth shouldn't be glistening white anyway. And then, okay, as you can see, these wires over here, I've sewn up a sock of red fabric to act as the neck. Made sure I had enough space for the whole thing when it's moving left and right. And now I get to add that sock onto it and glue it into place after I get it in there. Alright. Okay. Now the completed head and neck on the dragon costume. Hope to be able to turn my head left, turn my head right, lean my head forward. See, I added some fun foam in there for the tongue, just hot glued that into place. And the outer fabric sock is holding on all right. Needs to get attached to the rest of the costume. And there you have it. I'll put this video here at the beginning and the end of the whole series, because it's been a lot of talk, a lot of work on these details here. Alright, next on to the wings.